Welcome to the DGD podcast. As always, Kobe Pierce, Robert Reynolds. Who is this? It must be the one and only Juan. Welcome back, man. How you been?
Good, man. What about yourself?
Doing good, man. Doing good. You know, Georgia got some good news today. Flipped Andre Evans from LSU, so that's a nice pickup into the secondary. So never going to be mad about that. And you know, since it's been a while, I think it's time to ask you this. We're going to jump straight into this because it has to be asked. First things first, you went to Boulder to watch Ashton play, and if I'm not mistaken, y'all came away with the dub, which we'll let you talk about that, but also we saved it just for you, your very own Your Team is Trash. First off, how was the game and how was it for you?
Man, I tell you what, it was fantastic. The atmosphere was crazy. Like, you know, the one thing that you can say that Dion has brought to Colorado, it is excitement. It was a Friday night. The stadium is packed. The student section, I mean, they were going crazy. And, there was a huge buzz in the air all the way up until halftime. And then the third quarter, it just got a little bit softer now. And then the fourth quarter, you could hear a whisper. And, and the only thing that you can say is Dion, primetime, Colorado, your team is absolute trash. I mean, just 29-point deficit. And it's one thing, right? You're winning 29-0 at the half with the ball coming out, and you blow a 29-point lead. You're just awful. Like, you are the worst of the worst. Just trash.
Oh, man, I've been waiting to hear that. I will ask this, though, and I stayed up till, almost 3 o'clock that night watching that
That was
game.
awesome, man. Like, Robert was texting me, and, I tell you what, for the DGD fans and the brigade, you talk about a true friend and somebody that was, supporting somebody from the group. I really appreciate that, Robert. That was awesome. We texted, all the way up and, until the game was ended and just a little bit after that.
Dude, it was insane. Awesome. Like, you talk about Colorado, right? And for me, it was interesting because it literally was a one-man show from a receiving standpoint. That's it. That was it.
Yeah.
And they just, like, to me, Now, the funny thing was, I don't know if you heard the aftermath of this, but Dion had talked about it was pathetic, and he questioned if they liked or loved football. My thing was, that was coaching, because what made you think not to bracket that man, like double team that man?
It's
Like,
funny because Dion is known to be a man-to-man guy, right? And he just feels like he has the horses to do it. That number 23, I think his name is Stoudemire. I mean, he was getting
Stoudemire,
absolutely,
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
he was getting
Stoudemire. He was
cooked.
getting slaughtered. So they figured,
Oh,
you
he's
know
getting
what? Let's
cooked.
put our best guy over there. And
Nope.
Travis is just too small, man. Like that, Alec is a big kid, big physical kid, man. He looked like Megatron out there, just absolutely just stomping,
Well,
just stomping him out.
him and Ash made a nasty play.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, that catch was like in real time. I was sitting there watching that,
I've never
and
seen
I was
anything
just
like it in my life.
well, I did. It kind of reminded me of that Alabama catch to some degree,
that's right.
or Tyree in that Super Bowl kind of thing.
That's right.
But the funny thing was, and I think me and you talked about this, was he caught it on the back of his head and just pulled his ass into the end zone too.
Yeah.
Pulled Travis into the end zone, and I was just sitting there. First off, he caught that. I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
And then he pulled him, and I was like, oh, he's fucking carried him in. He's carried him in.
If you pause it for a second, it almost looked like Travis had his hands up like he was under arrest. I mean, it was bad.
I think what it
bad.
what it looked like on the TV was he tried to do a PBU, but he missed it. It was already there, and he tried to pull his arms to make him drop the ball, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it was bad.
Ooh, no, that was good. What you mean? It's always good. It's always good there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so JWG saying primetime trash with an attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what, Kobe, Keon, welcome in, sir. You know what I'm looking forward to tonight, man? Now that Juan's back for the night, dude, let him and JOW talk trash. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Oh, my God.
So,
Juan, yes.
Real quick. Juan, I got to say, yours slayed a hell
I
of
can't
a
hear
week.
you. Is that
Can you not hear
Kobe,
me?
or is it?
I can hear him. We can hear him. I can.
All right.
I can hear you now.
All right. So,
okay.
All right. So, Juan, I got to tell you, man, your son played a hell of a game. Ashton was lights out, ice water in his veins. That was insane. Am I frozen?
No. Let it go.
How can we not hear each other?
I don't know.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Keon, what you need to do.
Translate.
Yeah, so he was saying that your son played a hell of a game. It had ice in his veins.
I think I'm frozen.
I can see you.
We got you here, Juan.
Oh, well, on my end, I'm not even moving.
Here you go. Drop out.
All right.
Leave it and come back in.
Okay, let me do that.
Try that and we'll see what happens.
You want me to do that or him?
Both. It don't matter. See if it fixes it.
All right.
He said both of y'all get the fuck out of here. All right.
I didn't say
let's
that.
try it.
I digress on that.
Goodbye. Let me see.
Goodbye. No, anyways, but no, yeah, I think that Stanford game. Listen, if there's any question. Whoa.
Hello.
Yeah, I know there's some echo there. Juan.
All right. Am I there?
Okay. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Oh man, Juan, when you get a chance, man. Juan's going through some technical difficulties. It's 10:00, man. It's past his bedtime to some degree. I'll leave it there. Yeah.
Do we still have the echo?
Yeah, we do.
Do we still have the echo now?
No, I had to take him off for a second, but we'll get that situated, guys. He'll come back in and be better than ever. JOWG, do not hurt his feelings when he comes back. But anyways, guys, let's jump into this. Right, we talked about finally getting into the situation with Ashton and that game, which was insane.
Man.
Now let's transfer over to Georgia, guys. It's the bye week. We've played 7 games. We're 7-0. But there's a lot that we can take away from these 7 games. Anyone want to start off any kind of – let's maybe do the good, the bad, the ugly here. I mean, at this point, let's hit this start off, man. What's the good? I'll take it first. Mike Bobo and Carson Beck.
100%. Give you another good.
You
We
can't
got
double
9 wide.
dip.
We got to. I'll give. We have 9 wide receivers with over 100 yards.
Look at that. Damn.
Last year we had 12. I believe it was 12 or 11. But
Yeah.
yeah.
This is a deep room. Deep room. Kobe, I'm sorry. What are your takeaways in a good way so far?
OC, and then on his way out, he's like, "Let me just go ahead and take the quarterback too."
Just grouped them all.
Just grouped them all together. The whole football team's good. I would say right now, the good for me has been up to this point the ability to get Brock Bowers open and use him even when teams have been trying to plan for him not to beat them. So I would say I'm there with you with Mike Bobo probably and his scheming. Even early on in the year, there was a couple times early on in the year there were a few questionable play calls, but I really had to remind myself and then even other fans, it's like this guy did go over a whole year without actually being the main play caller. Like it's so much easier to like whisper something into Monken's ear than it is to actually have the pressure on of like, oh no, you, sir, are calling the plays. So I think it's nice. He also had a first year, quarterback in Carson Beck. He had to prove that he could handle being the guy. And now through week 7, Carson Beck has proven he is the guy. And Mike Bobo has proven that he is the coordinator and he was a good hire so far by Kirby Smart. I mean, he's really proving that, some of the problems we had the last time he was here weren't entirely his fault.
Yeah, I'm all on board with the Bobo haters being shut the fuck up so far. Like, there's been no reason
Other than the slow start. The fan base. And out of the fan base.
The slow starts, right? Like that's something that we'll talk about in a little bit. But at the same time, when you look at the statistics, we're over 40 points a game. You have Carson Beck that's top 5 nationally, and like Keon said, 9 receivers have 100+ yards. So that means you're distributing the ball very well. Now the thing about it is, from a recruiting standpoint, that can be a detriment to some degree. But from winning ball games, which is the main key here, you can't be much better than that. That's just evenly distributing the ball, being effective at all aspects of the game, deep as shit. So, yeah. So as the Don motherfucking Juan is in the chat getting situated, he said Bobo's that guy. Yeah, of course.
Also want to throw in there another good would have to be our running back room.
Well, it's getting healthier. Explain more about the running back room, though.
So, which then this would be another good, the versatility of our athletes, being able to move a guy from the wide receiver room over to the running back room and then watch him get burned and watch him produce while we're dealing with guys going through injuries, trying to come back to their regular form. I think with everything going on, this gives us a very big opportunity to spread the ball in many different facets. It gives a lot of people an opportunity to go out there and play. Hopefully, yet again, it sounds like we're probably going to go out there for a wide when it comes to our wide receivers. So you're getting more reps. I just hope all of the recruits are watching this, because we don't throw the ball to nobody else. Hashtag still throw it to the tight end, because we still got Oscar Delp out there
and Lawson
cutting upfield. And I'm so excited to see him. I'm so excited.
So I got to do this, but what I'm excited about is Carson Beck, Lad McConkey coming back, obviously Brock Bowers, Cash Jones. There's something going on there. What is it?
These white men are dangerous. No one is to go near them.
And that's 100% fucking fact. Because them boys been dangerous as shit. Carson Beck been cooking them up. And, you know, I think at that point, like, listen, we saw him grow so much in 7 games. Like, so much. And I want to maybe touch back on this point here, man. Like, one of my favorite moments of the season was the Auburn game, right? It was nerve-wracking. I'm not going to lie, especially in the moment of the game, the first watch through. Nerve-wracking. But on the back end of that, you watch Carson Beck grow up, and you watch him mature to be what we thought he would be, and it hasn't changed since. That to me is one of my favorite moments of the season, even if it was stressful as shit. I don't care.
Me too. I would really look at the Kentucky game because you could see. I felt like it was just a different vibe with him. Like, all right, to hell with this. We're gonna come out here. We're gonna be aggressive. I'm gonna be aggressive. I'm just ready for it, man. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this cocktail party.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's going to be interesting. I want to keep it not looking too far ahead, right? It's going to be interesting, but I think Pfizer has a good point here, saying that we haven't seen the best version of this year's Georgia team. One could argue the Kentucky game. One could. But do you think that was the best that we're going to see this year? Or do you think, with Visor here, do you agree with him and say that we haven't seen the best version of this team yet?
I hope it's the Tennessee game.
Yeah, I think the Tennessee game just got a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at that game.
Yeah. So I
I
think,
can't wait.
oh man, it's going to be interesting. You know, let's see.
What's going on, Kobe?
Kobe's been quiet. I think we've been talking too much. Let's let Kobe talk.
Yeah. Let's get Kobe in here.
We are?
Penn State.
Oh, come on.
Jabbo!
You
Get him out.
jabroni. You jabroni.
Jeez,
Don't do that.
We are.
No, we
That's what
are.
it is. We are.
I was about to say Fox Sports. You know,
I think if I had to pick a game that I think we're going to show up to and put a little beat down, I think it's going to be Missouri. I think you're going to flex the muscles on Missouri.
Let Lovett go off a little bit, maybe.
And maybe not that, but just like if you got it, it's on the way. I mean, I think Florida, the biggest key to Florida will be effectively stopping the run, because Florida's going to sit there and they're going to run power, they're going to run counter. You're going to have a big game out of your defensive ends again. It could be a physical game down at the cocktail party, but so far, I mean, yeah, we've had some slow starts, but even when it comes to like Vanderbilt, like we're talking about, you still scored on them almost every time you had the ball. It just was you were kicking way too many field goals and not scoring enough touchdowns. So
yeah, that was something that I felt like we've gotten. I feel like we've gotten better at, though, right? Just one of these things where, right, like I'd like to see that get better, and I think this is a good transition too as well. We can always just bounce back and forth. I don't really care, but I would like to see more execution and finishing drives with 7s and not 3s. I think if there's anything to nitpick offensively, I think that would be it. Third downs. First off, I'm gonna go back to the good, because third down, we have been fucking elite on third down. That has been a very good down for Georgia this season, and I would love to see that continue.
It's honestly been looking like a second down and a half with our conversion rate on it. But man, I think you're right. Really, just finishing drives, making sure that we walk away with 7 at the end of it all, rather than it being 3. Also, shout out to Peyton Woodring for making sure that we're constantly getting those 3s, and I'm getting my fantasy points. So
yeah,
shout outs to the team.
It was robbing the gang, and now it's the 3 amigos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think. And listen, if you're in the chat and you're in the brigade, drop us a question. Let us know and we'll read them and we'll just. Is it true? Is it true? Back.
All right, let's see
Juan,
if that works.
I think
Juan, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, Keon?
Yo, I gotta tell you, man, Ashton played a hell of a game, man. Oh my God.
Thanks,
Ice
man.
water in his veins. And it got so crazy to me that I had to remember, oh shit, Juan is at this game. Like
Yeah.
he's seeing this just like how we are.
I was gonna call Juan after the game, but I was like, it's 3:00, and
Yeah. I was like, my guy is probably asleep, but
I'll tell you,
overall, man.
nah, Juan wasn't gonna sleep for a
Electric.
while.
No,
but
man.
I'll tell you
slept
what,
for
boys,
probably like 30 minutes, man. And then
hit the
I had
flight.
to catch that 6 o'clock flight so I could get a
Man.
little bit of rest so I could go watch them Dogs.
Yeah.
I will tell
There
you
we go.
this. You know what though?
Boom.
I suffered, but by God, I had a nice cup full of fucking Apotheos, dude. It got me started.
Oh, yeah. That's
I was sluggish.
Yeah.
I didn't care though. It was all good though.
Yeah.
It was all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was one of them games, man. I was just like, I mean, honestly, me and you talked about it at the half. I was like, if Colorado gets it and scores again, I might just call it an early night. And then they didn't, and then the shit started. They scored. I was like, hold on, because the momentum. It was wild how fast they scored too. So it was like boom, boom. I was like, oh shit,
it was like back to back within a minute. So yeah,
is it?
Yeah, I love Dion, but if there's anybody that's going to be Dion, I'd rather it be my kid.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, man.
Yeah.
Primetime couldn't handle Juan Daniels in primetime, if you know what I mean.
Dude. One of the main things that stuck out the most to me is that like they always kept showing his face and it was just like a stalemate. And I'm just like, this guy he is locked all the way in to the most up-T power.
There you go. That's how you do it right there. That's Juan running away from primetime. I guarantee it. Guaranteed.
But I tell you, Kobe knows that look, man. If your coach ever has
coming,
look, you better just bring your running shoes because you're going to run to death. I mean, that's that's the worst look a coach could ever have. And
they still fight for clicks, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I guess I'm with you though. Like at some point, I mean, biggest blown lead in Pac-12 history, 29-0 at half.
Yeah.
That you can't lay that all on your players. Like you put some dudes in some bad situations.
Well, they went for two fourth downs. Like you can't go for 2 4th downs. I mean, you just can't.
Don't tell that to Dan Lannon.
And then also too, like you got to run the ball, man. Like you got to focus. I mean, Stanford couldn't stop. They couldn't stop the run all night. And so,
well, we're gonna transition to this since you're back on here to Georgia and the first half of the season. I want to get your takeaways on the first half. What's been a pleasant surprise for you this season?
Really just shutting up a lot of those sour fans that were griping about Beck and they were griping about Bobo. And to me, I think I love the course that we're going on. Was the Auburn game scary? Yeah, but did we have it in hand? Absolutely. It reminds me of Missouri last year. Missouri was kicking our butts. But I just, that's, Georgia, they're champions. They're proven champions. That's what they do. They pull out tough games and they can survive scares. And then, of course, you go to that Kentucky game and they just absolutely just dog stomped Kentucky. And Georgia, they play when they have to. No different from last year. I mean, they struggled against Kentucky last year, but then beat the brakes off of Tennessee. So you talk about let a sleeping dog lie. Stop messing with Georgia, man. Y'all stop playing with them.
Not for real.
I'm trying to tell some people, man. I'm trying to tell people, but I mean, hell, if you watched this show, you understood that we were confident in Bobo.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave that right there.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Walla talks about it. Haters are going to hate.
I've
never seen a group of people that are mad about the fact that your team is like 1,001 right now in the last couple of years. It's just be thankful, be grateful.
Well, people that are scared that you're not going to be able to win the big one all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I'll worry about winning this Saturday, and then I'll worry about next Saturday when it gets here. But I'm worried about beating Florida.
Yep.
Then I'll worry
Right.
about how we beat Missouri, and then I'll worry about how we beat whoever we play in the SEC championship game.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yep.
worried
Yeah.
about like, oh, this team couldn't win a natty right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think maybe Keon alluded to it earlier. I can't wait till we play Missouri. Missouri right now is they're on a high. They are probably feeling themselves. They're probably thought to themselves,
Mhm.
man, last year we had Georgia on the ropes, and this is gonna be our year. And I really think, you talk about a statement game. I think that they're gonna beat the absolute brakes off of Missouri, and I can't wait for it.
100%.
I'm just gonna say right now. Juan Daniels missed 2 days in school. Those days are now called the weekend.
Yeah.
But thankfully you missed those 2 days because now we get Georgia football on one
Right,
of them. So,
right, on one of those days. Yeah.
So I'll take that for what it's worth. But let's kind of transition to some things that we want to see better, right? One, what's something that you think Georgia has to get better on moving forward, and what's something that's been a letdown, if you will, so far this season? Something that we can look forward this bye week to kind of correct and get better.
Man, just I think Keon talked about the running back room a little bit earlier, but just really running the football. Like, let's get back to dominant, running the football, and really just having that established back, like that one guy that, people are just fearing. They're like, oh my gosh, they're coming downhill. Here it goes. That's one of the things I want to see improve. But then also too, who's going to be the next man up, to take, the place of Bowers right now. This is an opportunity to show who you really are, right? And it's one of those things that Georgia, they don't rebuild, they reload. So I'm excited to see who's going to be that guy, whether it be Lawson Lucky, Delp, or whoever else it's just going to go through. Like, those are things that I want to see, in this second half.
I think something I need to see is a pass rush, effective pass rush. It's concerning to me. Mike Hill, I guess you could say Mike Hill hasn't been fully 100%, but there's no excuse to see guys not playing, getting to the passer. I feel like, listen, to some degree, offensive coordinators are game planning against this, right? They're getting the ball out of their hands fast. I get that. But you need to be disruptive. And there's been times where quarterbacks have sat back there and it feels like there's no pass rush being generated. And, as a cornerback in the secondary, it's hard to cover for 4+ seconds, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's something that you've got to figure out. And it couldn't have came at a better time, I think, because you're getting guys healthy again, right? You're getting guys healthier. Juan, you talked about the running back situation, right? The first half of the season was rough, man. Like you had literally Dylan Bell. You were playing Cash Jones out of necessity and Savon Clark. I'm not knocking them, but that's just what it was. So you get these guys coming back. Kendall Milton looked, for what it's worth, against Vanderbilt. I don't know if y'all noticed before they took him out. Looked like Kendall Milton in high school. Jump cuts, things like this. I thought really looked healthy, ran hard, physical runner. What we expected him to be. I just need to see the maintenance. I need to the sustainability, staying healthy. I think if Kendall Milton can stay healthy to finish out the season, oh, dude, our running game would be back for sure.
Oh man, Kobe, you made a great point, man. Justice Haynes looking at the fact that he could have started week 1 at Georgia. I mean, he could have been the man. And now, what is it? I haven't seen him carry the ball over at Alabama. I mean,
I think he's carried it, but
that man is warming the bench. Let's call it what it is, fellas. We're looking at it.
Killing the grass is what we used to call it. And on the grass, killing
it. Yeah, you're right. He could have been the man. He could have been that guy.
My day job, my second job.
Yep. And now he's sitting over there in Alabama with an L on their chest. I mean, it is what it is.
That's the way she goes.
I think the biggest thing I would like to see, and I'm not even sure. I'm sure I could look up the statistic for it, but I'd love to see the defense get off the field more effectively, more 3-and-outs. I feel like no matter who has the ball, it's like they always get 1 first down, sometimes 2 first downs, and even if then the drive stalls after like 6 or 7 plays, they're just chewing clock. They're just more snaps for the defense to have to play. I feel like we're not getting out there creating havoc and having teams go 3-and-out and punting the ball right back to us. I feel like we're letting them maybe not sustain long drives, but definitely like, those 6-7 play drives take 4 or 5 minutes off the clock for nothing.
Especially with the running clock now, for sure.
To see Vanderbilt score that many points, I mean, Vanderbilt's like, they're awful. They barely beat a Hawaii team that's awful. And so for them to turn around and score points like that on Georgia, that was shocking.
I'm hurt, dog. Don't ask me if I'm all right.
Yeah, and then of course too, our struggle with a running quarterback. Like that's we definitely have difficulty with that. So that's where you're talking about, Robert, with that pass rush. We just got to be more effective when it comes to that.
I'll say another thing. I don't think it's been mentioned. Fucking turnovers, man. Putting the ball on the ground and putting the ball in other teams' hands. I mean, Beck's only thrown 3 or 4 interceptions, I think, this season, which is not 3. Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, not bad. Not
but they
really
were bad
bad
ones though. They weren't good.
Well,
they were bad ones.
I'll tell you, at the point, I think his first interception was that the UAB interception? I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
So for what it's worth, I was okay with that because I wanted to see him get risky and throw the ball down the fucking field. At that point, I just wanted to see him take shots, man. Get comfortable, just sling it. And he did, and it cost him. I wasn't even mad about that. When it came to the Vanderbilt pick, it's hard to tell unless you look at the all-22, but the tipped pass at the line kind of altered it, but I don't know if it was a good pass to begin with. I mean, that might be the only bad decision, bad throw. You know what I mean? Like the fact that he's had 3, I'm not necessarily concerned about that. The fumbles, man, the special teams fumbles, muff punts, like that shit has to stop because when you get into the back half of the schedule and you're looking at Missouri and you're looking at Tennessee and Ole Miss and Missouri are expected to be able to score. You can't be giving them their offenses extra opportunities. You just can't. And that's the easiest way to fucking do it. But also put your defense in a bind because you give them short fields. Our defense is.
Kentucky lost to Missouri this week. They turned the ball over 3 times.
Well, I mean, hell, most of our turnovers have been situations where we fought like muff a punt deep in our own territory, and you put the defense in a bind. I mean, hell, it was almost a pick 6, stopped them at the 1-yard line. So a lot of these points that we saw so far this season have come off of turnovers and very short fields for opposing offenses to work with. So you're putting your defense in a bind. Ultimately, you're winning games. But it can be better. You got to stop putting the ball on the ground. Like I want to see Georgia come out and play a game where you don't turn the fucking ball over. Don't even put it on the ground. Don't make a mistake. Like, you know what I mean? Don't throw a pick. Don't muff a punt. Like Kobe, I think we talked about this before. Put Ladd back there at punts and shit now, please. Or Anthony Evans. Like Anthony Evans.
Please put Anthony Evans back
Juan
there.
Daniels got a COVID year, so we could put him back there. He'd just take off.
Right.
Juan's laugh. You made one laugh. Oh, it's so true.
Gotta add it to the one laughing.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you, the moment you put Ladd back there, that's it.
Yeah.
Fair catch, Ladd.
Fair catch,
Ladd. Here he comes.
You know what, though? For what it's worth, though, now my question is this. Would you take a fair catch every time with no muffs? Or would you take returns but the possibility of fumbling it from time to time?
No.
You know whose answer you're looking for? A man that wears a visor on Saturdays and a man who hadn't let anybody return punts since Miko Hardman. So I think that's your entire answer. He had Kyrus Jackson back there doing this for a living for 3 years. I mean,
waving at the crowd.
One day, the one and only would go back there and look like Zachariah Branch now.
It's just so hard too to argue that point, especially now on kickoffs. Like You can fair catch it anywhere inside the 25 and get it at the 25.
At the 25, yeah. Now, if you had a Zachariah Branch, so that's a different story. I mean,
is it though?
that guy's a
Yeah.
freshman.
That dude's legit.
Right.
That's legit.
Right.
He's
Right.
legit.
Sick, man.
He's
Of course, he
legit.
ran those two back on us, and they got called back. Thank goodness. But I mean, he made our entire team look just ridiculous.
That boy gonna be a Heisman before it's all said and done.
Yeah, he's special.
Kids, yeah. I think for what it's worth,
I could see leaving USC to play on like a true contender team.
Where would he go?
What do you mean? Where would he go?
No, I mean, if you would you choose a team right now, or would you just? I know you said a contender
right now, but I mean, I could see him doing something.
Well, next year they're not going to have a quarterback, so I could see him hopping in the portal, going somewhere else, and playing for like I don't see him coming to Georgia. I mean, they just don't focus on a single receiver that much. But I mean, going somewhere that they focus solely on a single receiver, and I could see him going to Alabama,
Ohio State, because you're losing
Ohio State. Yep, that's right.
I mean, think about it, because you'll be losing Abuka and Marvin Harrison.
Or if you had a good quarterback up at Michigan, I mean, I'd throw every dollar I had.
Michigan is trash.
Yeah.
Michigan is trash.
But how do they do it? I forgot. How do they do it?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I just look at 2 L's. You lost to Georgia, then you lost to TCU. So that's 2 L's for you. Fuck off, Michigan. Fuck off. No. I do think that coming out of this bye week, though, man, you're going to see some changes. I think it's more of a looking forward type episode we can do, but I do think it's worth noting, though, that, I mean, it was nice to see a special teams touchdown, by the way.
Yeah.
I was happy to see that. I don't care if the honeymoon phase is over at this point. I'll still look back on that shit because that was nice.
Yeah.
100%.
It was nice. Juan could have done that, right? You could have done that. Could you? Is there anything ugly, guys? Anything ugly? We've talked some good and we've talked some bad, but is there any ugly stuff that we need to call out in this first half of the season?
No, I'm not gonna say ugly. No.
I mean, we're undefeated. It's hard to say ugly if if we had some bad losses. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. No, you know what? I'm gonna call it out. Fucking Georgia fans. This is the ugly part. Georgia fans losing their goddamn minds the first drive of the game of each game when you don't score a touchdown, or if they start moving the ball like a first down, people already go into, God damn it, this defense is trash. Our offense is terrible. It's like, dude, it is the most toxic shit.
Fire Bobo. Carson doesn't know what he's doing. Our wide receivers can't catch. And I'm just like, what?
Week one
we threw the ball twice on the drive. Like,
the first ones to say, in Kirby we trust, and whatever. And it's almost like you can't win for losing. Like, you just want to cry about.
We do have some entitled fans, dude, because we won that first national title, and people were still pissed that Stetson was back. Then Stetson wins 2 back-to-back, and now the same people that were bitching about Stetson are, I know.
Stetson is garbage.
Shut your mouth.
Stetson is absolute trash.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
He's still dying on this hill, man.
He's the worst thing to ever happen in Georgia football.
Yeah.
Why?
Let me tell it.
Him, Isaiah Crowell, like neck and neck.
Oh.
Just like all-time Georgia bad breaks.
Joe Cox,
Brenton Cox, yeah. Brenton Cox is probably bad.
Brenton Cox, Joe Cox.
Yeah.
The Cox Bros.
Yeah, the Cox Bros.
Pause.
No, that's just what it is, bro.
Great.
Pause.
That's crazy.
Pause.
Fucking resume that shit.
You're going to be on College Game Day going, Big Penix energy.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
oh, my God.
Oh,
that was so crazy.
Am I doing this right? Fear the tree?
Yup.
Yeah, fear the tree. Ransom the Don said, I just hope the entire defense would stop looking confused after every play. That's true.
You know what, though, man? I'm going to do this. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not going to do that. Just won't do it. But is it bad that I'm starting to kind of foreshadow the defense, what I'm expecting it to be next year, and just getting super fucking excited about that?
No, because I'm gonna tell you, Justin Williams, man, I can't wait to see him play.
That's because he's a Texas kid. Keon, you're from Texas. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Who's a Jekyll and Hyde, man, is Chaz Chambliss, man. I mean, one play he's making a great play, and the next one it looks like he's in outer space, man. I'm like, what are you doing? It's just the craziest thing. Yeah,
I feel like Chaz, honestly, he's either in the right position or it's like, what the fuck are you doing? there's no in between, and I hate that for Chaz. Chaz, if you ever watch this, you are a great player, man. But it's like you're either at the right place or it's always the wrong time.
Wait a minute. Hey, Walla Wallace.
What?
He said they hated Stetson even when he started JV. He said he's from Stetson, from his hometown.
Oh. That's crazy as shit.
Kobe, you miss this?
It's always good to get one laughing. It's good for the brand. Probably good for Juan's blood pressure after watching games like he watched last weekend.
Oh man, you're right. You're right.
No, I'll tell you what though, man. You know what though? In all seriousness, like I want to see MJJ get like consistently better. Like Marvin Jones Jr. I need him to be that guy. Just
bro, Wallace spilling the key tonight.
But seriously, think about it.
Wallace single-handedly going to get our show shut down by Kirby Smart.
Good Lord. We even hated him when he started JV.
Do you know how much you gotta hate somebody to hate the JV quarterback? Like, not even the starter.
Oh my God, Keon is making this worse. Oh my God.
Seriously, did you see that quarterback? Which one? The varsity one? You talking about Jackson? No, Bennett, the JV guy. You watched the game?
Man. The holder, the varsity holder. That's who you got a problem with right now.
And then,
man, Walla made my life. He made my night, man.
Oh, thanks, Juan.
Oh man, that was fantastic.
Thanks, Juan.
But
that was fantastic.
It's never like an answer that you can take with you and be like, It's like they're gonna tell you, I just don't like his face. It's like, what can he do about that?
Your parents got money. Fix it.
Oh, right. Man.
Juan, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Kobe, are you okay? I'm just sitting back here laughing at Juan.
Walla started it off, but Keon made it worse.
Juan, you sounding a lot like Shane Beamer right now, pointing the blame to everybody but yourself.
Oh man, that was funny.
Hey, your foot still good? Your foot good?
Yeah.
Okay. At least you're not 100%. We good.
Oh man.
Hey, can we just talk about that for a quick second as well? Like, what's worse, like the dumbest thing you've ever done, or getting mad because you shittily coached the game, lost, and then kicked the bucket, broke your foot with nobody around probably. Then you had to go tell people, hey man, I broke my foot. My foot hurts.
Yeah.
What happened?
That's just ridiculous. It's just like now he's a dummy leading dummies.
Well, he's not leading, obviously. I told you he broke his foot. That's
true.
I'll die on this hill. He will run for Virginia Tech the moment it's open. He will be out of the SEC. He will go do the Beamer ball thing like Pop did at Virginia Tech.
And VTech will love it too, though. That's the thing.
They'll eat it up, and he'll enjoy the ACC. He'll be able to go, 5-7, 6-6
Until Virginia Tech comes into the SEC conference expansion, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm back."
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put the brakes on that one there. I don't know. I think we leave Virginia Tech in the ACC.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, we're going to Virginia Tech. We'll take, North Carolina and Duke.
Dude, you give me hold on. First off, we're not going to rabbit hole, but I do want to point this out. If you give me Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Enter Sandman at a SEC matchup, conference matchup, man, that'd be some interesting shit, man. That's one of the best interests of college football, dude, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Just going to leave that there.
It's tough. It
is. Guys, we haven't even brought up our sponsors. We're almost 50 minutes in. This is what happens when you talk about Stetson, apparently.
Right.
But nah, first things first, guys. Every morning, I do this. I don't know about y'all. I speak for myself. I start my morning off with some Apotheos coffee. Have to. I'm old. I'm old. I did the same thing after Ashton won the Stanford, Colorado game. I needed it. I needed it in my life. Gonna put it in my life. Keon, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Guys, go check them out. DGDpodcast.com. DGDpodcast.com. Go to the sponsors, Apotheos, and go shop. And every single bag of coffee, every K-cup that you get, 20% of the proceeds from each bag go to the Classic City Collective. Obviously, you know the collective. It's the official collective of the UGA. So support Apotheos. You're also supporting the Dawgs. So thank you, Apotheos, for sponsoring the show. Juan, we're going to do this first, sir. Let me do this first. It's been a minute, and you've been giving us picks, right?
Yeah.
In the meantime. So we're going to recap Week 7 for us, and we're going to get into the standings here before we do our picks.
Oh, no.
So let's talk about this. Florida, South Carolina. South Carolina was on the right track, and then they just collapsed. Collapsed like Eminem till I collapsed. You know what I mean? Took an L there, guys. All of us did. Arkansas, Alabama about cost us there too. All but cost us there, but pulled out the win. Auburn, LSU, never in doubt. Kentucky, Missouri handled business. Keon, what the fuck were you doing picking A&M on this?
You know what? I had hope. I had faith. But now they're just a little sister program of Texas and Oklahoma.
We had this discussion. Keon, I think you repent for your sins at this point, picking A&M over Tennessee. UNC, Miami, don't think there was a question there. UCLA, Oregon State. Keon, you went by yourself again, and it cost you. Now, this one, Juan, you can't be laughing because we got caught with this one. USC, Notre Dame. Notre Dame tore that ass up.
Yeah. USC turned into some straight hoes.
Caleb, it was rough. But Oregon, everybody missed Oregon. Thanks, Dan Lanning, on that one. And then, obviously, Georgia. All of our locks hit. Kobe, me and you, our pick was easy lock, dude. It was easy. And then Juan was the only lock the only upset that hit. I was thinking that Riley Leonard being out was going to cause some problems there, but they handled business 24-3 over NC State. Can't be mad about that because Duke's on to another win. So there's your
betting against this team, Keon.
Yep.
Tried to tell him. Sold them out.
Yep.
They're going to play in the ACC championship. I don't know how they're going to do it when they lose to NC State, but they're going to play in it.
You're right.
Yeah. So
what's the updated one?
The standings? Let's pull that up. So
no, I meant like the actual pick. Like
for the week, for 8, for this week. We'll pull that up. We'll post that up on social media, and I'll send it out to y'all guys as well. We'll go through it.
Pull up standings first, though.
Yeah, let's do standings. Juan, you're in first place, sir. Do you want to talk? On being in first place?
It just pisses me off how close Kobe is, man. That just really just grinds my gears.
He said he's coming. He said he's Dion. He's coming. All right.
Yeah.
From the points perspective, I got farther behind. I need to work on that, but We're getting there. Keon, you're coming back up slowly. You hit 50 now, so that's good. Last week, 7-3 for the Brigade. Keon went 6-4. Kobe 8-2. Won the record standings for the week. Me and you, Juan, tied 7-3. So not terrible. Juan, you led in points as well. You had that upset pick, got you where you needed to be. Got you 2-point lead right now. Yeah, I think it's obviously pretty close spot there for first and second. I'm trying to make a game out of from third. Keon, you're gonna need a miracle.
No, I think I can work my way back in.
To think the three of us too could have been like 9-1, 10-0 if Dan Lanning kicks some field goals.
Yep.
And if Shane Beamer just like decently coaches the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I mean, there is that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our picks. First game of our first pick for us this week, James Madison, the Dukes, undefeated, by the way, taking on Marshall. And here are our pick results. The Brigade, Kobe and myself going James Madison. Juan, Keon, y'all going Marshall. What's the logic here, boys?
First and foremost, green M means money, means go. It works.
Yeah. I don't give two shits about this game. I just picked it just because it was on there.
You know what, though?
Right.
I'll tell you this. So I will say, though, James Madison could have won their conference last year, first being in the moving up into the Sun Belt.
Mm-hmm.
But they were so coming from D2, they were basically on a ban for a year because of that. And 2 years. Sorry, 2 years. Sorry. But yeah, they're undefeated right now, and I mean they're leading the Sun Belt, and I don't see like that team is legit up there. I know it's Sun Belt. Don't get me wrong, but they got some talent up there. So I've got James Madison in that game. I think it'll be a close game though for sure, but we'll go from there. So we'll get that game out of the way.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
They got an
But you know
athlete.
what? Listen, this next matchup ain't even as fun as this match, the one we just picked. Okay, let's be serious. Mississippi State, Arkansas. Listen, SEC slate this week, trash. 100% dog, like just dog shit. 100% rat ass. It's terrible. But with that being said, we all go unanimous on the hog.
Look. Pit boss. Let's just be honest here. If you lose this shit, you might as well prepare to come back and be on the recruiting staff, dog.
Come to the rehab facility.
I'm not gonna lie, because they like seriously.
I'll tell you part of my thought process too is SEC teams have struggled on the road all year.
Yes, they have.
No matter how bad or how good or bad you are, or how good or bad your opponent has been, if you've played on the road, you have struggled. So I think that remains constant.
Yeah, if Pittman loses this game, he's gone at the end of the season. There's no question.
100%.
And listen, for what it's worth, come to Athens as an analyst. You'll know you'll love it here. We'll welcome you back. No problem. No harm, no foul.
I'm on the team that he's done.
I think so too. But I'm just saying, if he comes back, I wouldn't be opposed to that by any means.
But I'm definitely on the train that the moment they can him at Arkansas, he's hanging.
Walla asked, did we have Bama on the Your Team is Trash? I don't think we hit them. I think we hit a multitude of other teams. But yeah, did you about let Arkansas come back and beat you? Like some questions are being said there. I'll just leave it there. Yeah. Apparently hold on. Am I reading this right from JWG? It's because Keon goes against Utah every damn time.
Yeah.
Juan, please, Juan. Please enlighten the original Gangsta Grandma on Utah, please. Please do this for us.
Utah is absolute trash.
Got to clip that just to get that little audio piece right there and be done with it.
Absolute trash.
Like 100% rat ass. Just yuck. Yeah. So thank you, Juan, for that. We needed that. Next matchup, a little bit hitting home here, guys. Hitting home here. UCLA and Stanford. UCLA going to Stanford. Ooh, Juan. Do you think we're all in unison or no?
No, probably not.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had to do it. I never
really liked the
catch up.
brigade. I never really liked the brigade. So,
Damn, Juan, you shitting on everybody tonight, man. I love
I
it.
figured I could eat one for my man Juan. You know,
I can't afford to do that. I'm trying to win.
I can eat one.
I'm trying to fucking win. I'm trying to fucking win.
I could
Shit
eat
after
one.
the game.
I feel like I could eat one game a week the rest of the year, Robert, and you may not catch me in one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Robert,
need you to come. I need you to chill the fuck out.
You
Both
and
of y'all.
Keon are a done deal.
Oh, yeah, no, we're battling for third place, and I'm on your
I
heels.
tried to tell Keon week 3. He kept picking Arkansas. I'm like, brother, stop picking Arkansas.
Man, you gotta let go of that swine, man. Get rid of that swine.
Yeah, no, that shit was horrible.
Oh no, well, Kobe found out the hard way last year. He tried to bring it up. The grizzled vet, man, told him what was up.
Man, Sammy Pitt let me down a couple times.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
See, we didn't have the point system either last year, so it was straight record.
That propelled me to victory.
So these points, see, this is why the upset and the lock can be tricky, because like it can make or break your week in all seriousness. But last year with the records, man, if you missed, you missed. Like it was rough. 4th matchup, guys. This hits home for me. Air Force taking on Navy. Air Force finally ranked, guys, 22nd in the country. Still running that by God triple option. Oh, man, the Air Force all the way. God, y'all know that hits me right in the chest. I love it. Love it. Here we go. Juan, you're the only one picking Navy.
I love it. Juan.
I love it. Yeah, I do too.
Screw them.
All right.
Yep. We're even, Robert. We're even.
Are we, though?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, in all seriousness, I mean, I think for what it's worth, Air Forces looks really good. And Navy, if you asked this question about this game 4 years ago, Navy probably wins that game. Like Navy used to, like, kind of fell off a little bit, but Navy used to have a damn good offense for what it's worth. They had some athletes. I think Air Force has got those athletes. That quarterback, I don't know if y'all paid attention to it. That motherfucker can move. He can gain.
Is it Uaka?
Something, dude. He covers so much ground so fast. Whatever his name is, dude. I'm going Air Force on this. Juan, you're the only one going Navy on this.
Yeah.
Just.
I'm amazed Robert hadn't been practicing his last name in the mirror or something. You know what I mean? Like Robert's normally our translator when it comes to hard last names.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what though? I ain't even had time. I ain't even had time. Did they get this right? But no, I think Air Force. Listen, I want to see Air Force make a New Year's Six bowl. That'd be some shit.
Yeah.
That would be. I mean, it would be fun to watch. Ohio.
Shout outs to the military.
Hey, yeah, no, that's a good one. Oklahoma State, West Virginia. Surprisingly, guys, West Virginia, I think has only lost 1 or 2 games so far. 2. The crazy part was that last game they had that, and then a Hail Mary took the win away from them. So they were literally a Hail Mary away from being a 1-loss team. So with that being said, Oklahoma State, right, looked like last week, got back to the old. Right, got back to the old Oklahoma State, playing some real good football, but kind of been a weird season for them so far. So here's what we've got with our picks. Keon, you're alone this time.
Yep.
Keon going, saying the country road's going to take him home.
Yep.
I mean, good luck. Good luck. Let's see. Best look. Yeah. So Walla brings up a good point. Best looking West Virginia team since 2007.
Appreciate you for Tyke.
All it took was getting rid of JT Daniels.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works. It's like you get rid of him and then, oh shit, we're a good team now.
Yeah.
Hold on. Speaking of, did y'all hear Dwan Mathis hitting the portal as a grad transfer?
No
What?
way.
Wait, he's still in college?
Yeah.
All right.
Apparently hitting the portal as a grad transfer.
All right. So who wants to be honest first?
Hold on. I just want you to understand. I'm going to have to go back and manually find this piece right here and clip that face of Juan's right there because that's a thumbnail waiting to happen.
That's funny. That was great.
All right. Now, seriously, who's going to be on this first?
Boy,
Does it have to be me?
no, I got you. Hey, Juan, this is when Stetson came a thing and won us a fucking national title.
All right. Look, hey, man. Did you not like what you majored in or something? Because at this point, family.
Yeah.
But hey, best of luck to you. Wherever.
Didn't he change positions too or something too? I think.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hopefully, he changed majors. This shit is crazy.
Yeah. Here we go. Ole Miss, Auburn, going to Jordan Hare. So we'll see how this plays out. But I think it's pretty easy to say that we all went Ole Miss here. Dude, listen. They can't fuck it. Yeah, fuck Auburn, but they can't score. They cannot score. They can't score. One, I think your tattoo is just a curse for them because they just can't score.
Yeah. Yeah, they're terrible. Uh-oh, there's the salmon. Is it salmon, Robert?
Yeah,
salmon.
let me pull it. Hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna pull it up.
Salmon.
That is. He wore that Auburn week. I mean, that's blue and orange.
Yeah.
Let the fucking fight y'all, man. Stop with that. But nah, they finally. You know what though? I think we talked about this Monday, but they finally threw for over 100 yards.
Hey, Walla Walla. I heard everybody was outraged about the 26 seconds left in that Buford game.
Oh,
that was terrible.
20 fucking seconds left, and you go to a preseason because LeBron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Little whack.
Right.
Jordan did it better, bitch.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy to me.
Yo, he didn't even play. He didn't even play in that game.
He did. He played for like a minute or two or something.
Man,
maybe. I don't even remember. It's preseason though, man. You don't cut that shit off.
Pisses me off. Yeah.
Chaps my ass. Here we go. Grandma's about to love this. Utah versus USC. Oh man.
We better be in unison.
Hold on. She better be here. She needs to know what's going on first off. She needs to be here, right? I think it's fair that we kind of give it a second, talk about this game, and let her make sure she's here first. I'm just saying, but no. In all seriousness, it's interesting because USC coming off that performance that they had last week, right?
That ass whooping, yeah.
Yeah, they took that shit personally. Yeah, big L. Just leaving that there. Dude, I can't hold off too long though.
Roll them out. Roll them
out. Here we go.
Here we go. Being footage.
Juan, yes. Bush. Let's talk about it. Yeah, here we go.
This is shocking.
Juan, me and you going against the grain here. Apparently,
this is shocking. Kobe and Keon, I'm extremely disappointed.
Oh man. My question is, why'd y'all pick Utah?
All right, so why did y'all pick USC against Notre Dame?
Hold on. Because Utah is straight trash.
Utah's garbage. There's that. I mean, there's that.
You want the simple answer?
You want guys simple... basically chose trash.
Yeah.
Walla said, "What are y'all smoking?"
I mean, he went out to Boulder, by the way. So, Juan, what are you? I mean, come on, let's talk.
Oh man. No, he's talking about.
He said that. Yeah. He said that grade A medical.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That dispensary. Nah, Utah is straight trash. Just gonna leave it there. Listen, their defense ain't terrible, but if you want my honest answer, I don't think Cam Rising's playing either, though, is he?
I don't think so, man. I think he's probably gonna take a damn medical red shirt.
He ain't playing.
I don't think it matters.
It does matter.
No, they're not. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop Caleb. I mean, they come up that beat down. They're going to be mad.
Let's not argue though. I mean, it's the quarterback that they need.
Yeah,
it is. It's the quarterback that they need. Sorry, but you're not going into the college. You're not going into LA and coming out with a dub though. Sorry, just not going to happen. Guys, I think we're starting to get into the juicy part here. Third Saturday in October. Tennessee, Alabama. Oh, guys. How are we feeling about this?
You know, this is basically the battle of two shitty quarterbacks who can't complete a series of passes. I mean, that's just it.
Were they hated in JV too?
Yeah. I mean, Milroe to me is just not very good, but I mean, he's good against mediocre teams. Joe Milton, if somebody is open on the expressway, he could hit them because he can throw that damn ball out of the stadium. But as far as being accurate in the stadium, not so much. But I think I picked Tennessee on that one.
I think the most interesting part of this game that I've seen this week is that Alabama's offensive line is like bottom 10 in the country for sacks given up.
Damn.
And Tennessee's like top 5 in the country defensively for sacks. So I think that it really gives an opportunity for Tennessee to really get after the quarterback and make Milroe uncomfortable and, just be one of those things. The hardest thing, again, is in Tuscaloosa. It has been hard. It's been hard to win on the road in the SEC still.
So
I'm surprised you're still here.
I think it all comes from Caden Proctor's side, to really be honest, when it comes to the sacks.
KTG, what's going on, my man?
KTG
Caleb in the house.
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, roll the clip.
Sorry, we got some comments to address. But no, here we'll get to it. Sorry, hold on, it got me sidetracked. We got sidetracked. Here we go. Bam. Everybody picking Bama. Listen, that Tennessee offense. If all you got to do is stop that run, and that offense turns to dog shit. Like, let's be serious.
I like Juan rolling with Tennessee there.
Listen, to some degree though, right? Like, if they get after Milroe and get him on the ground, like in all seriousness, if they can get after him and get him on the ground, knowing how much of a liability that offensive line is, there's a shot that Juan hits that. Like, seriously.
100%.
I just think for
line up on Saturdays.
Yeah, exactly. You know what though? I don't know how much to take away from this, but Milroe, again, I know it's against A&M, so I said I don't know how much to take away from it. But he showed that he can win a game with his arm. Again, how much to take away is up to your discretion. But at least you know that, right? Like, Burton stepped up in that moment, and you had Isaiah Bond stepping up in that moment. Juan, you know Bond personally. He's becoming that threat for him, and I think that's something that you have to be mindful of if you're playing Bama, because if Milroe hits the deep shot and connects, that's his confidence booster to get him in the zone, right? It's kind of interesting because it's almost the opposite of what a normal quarterback does. Short, high percentage completion passes gets you comfortable, things like that. It seems like Milroe, you just got to let him fucking throw that bitch, and if it comes down with it, then you're just like, oh yeah. It's kind of weird that way, but I mean, it is what it is. I
think the biggest question I have is if Tennessee does find themselves out with a lead, can Alabama mount a effective comeback, knowing you're going to have to throw the ball repetitively?
Yeah, I think that'll also allow Tennessee to pin their ears back slightly too. Try to get them, because their secondary is still kind of suspect for me, Tennessee wise. But if you can get, like I said, if you can get to the quarterback and expose that offensive line, like you said, Kobe, that statistic, Juan, you might be onto something. I'm just going to leave that there. Next matchup, where are we at? Duke, Florida State. Guys, before the season, I don't think a lot of people thought this would be the game that is going to be, I think, the game that how much of a magnitude it is.
I better not see a FSU logo next to your name. That's what I'm talking about, Robert.
Listen,
that's what I'm talking about.
Listen, hear me out. I think there's a good shot that Riley Leonard plays, and for what it's worth, Riley Leonard is a game changer for Duke, right? I mean, what is it, Juan?
It's not gonna happen, bro.
That kid's look. I'm not gonna say he's trash.
Listen, I'll double down again. I made that prediction. I made that hot take that Duke makes it to the ACC championship. I'm gonna ride that shit till I die on it. I don't care. I
There's
don't fucking
no
care.
good. There's no
Rides
good.
to die this weekend.
Yeah.
There's no good Duke quarterbacks. Like
Yeah.
what?
Sorry, your
Yeah.
trash ass team got Daniel Jones.
That's perfectly fine. This guy sucks too.
No,
What
he
are you
don't.
saying?
No, he don't. I think
Leonard
he's way better than Daniel Jones. I'll tell you that.
Leonard is trash. He's
Thank
trash.
you.
Well, whatever Robert is smoking, I it's not even available in the States yet. So it's
That's
somewhere
that's
over in
controlled
Nepal.
substance.
It's illegal in 15 countries.
Right.
Shh. The FDA's coming after me. Oh no.
There's just no way that Duke wins this game. But I mean, hey, you rode with him, so that's where it's gonna be.
Yep.
This is gonna be the game that helps me close that gap. I said this last week.
But you picked 2 other games that you come on, man. That sounds like girl math. Let's be real.
I'm gonna hit on mine. You're gonna miss on this one and multiple other ones.
You tell them. You tell them.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Penn State traveling to Columbus to take on them Buckeyes. Taking on them Buckeyes there. Nice hat, sir. Nice hat. Juan's impressed. Just going to leave that there.
We are.
Not in unison because Keon wants to choose Ohio State.
Keon's trying to catch up.
Or he going to fall way far.
I really
left behind.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to understand something. Kobe, you're on to something because the way these picks have went, either Keon's going to make up substantial ground or he's going to fall so far back that he might as well just play the brigade and focus on the weekly picks and not the points.
Yeah, I'm going with the latter. I'm
telling you,
this game this year, to me, it will define the legacy of James Franklin at Penn State.
Oh, without a doubt. This guy, I think this season
Because
for
if
sure.
you can't win your side of the division this year, you'll never win it.
Listen,
Because when you add all the teams that are coming to the Big Ten next year, you are about to be a little fish in a much, much bigger pond than you already have.
Think about it too, though. You have a quarterback now too in Drew Aller. Like Drew Aller is way better than Sean Clifford ever imagined being. Probably, I mean, better than Hackett back in the day.
Drew Aller is absolute trash. I mean, he's garbage. He's garbage.
If his name ain't Ashton Daniels, he's trash. Huh?
No. I'm just saying.
I do.
They have a great defense. They have an excellent.
They do have a solid defense, and they got their running back duo.
That running back duo as well.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Katron Allen on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Look at you. But no, I think this will be interesting. That home field cooking.
Now I got to do it.
Yaga.
That's good.
Gotcha. But no, I think if we're looking at it though,
let's go KTG.
Oh, he's been acting like he's been reckless. That's what he's been. Been reckless. But no, I think it'll be a good matchup. I think this will tell because Ohio State, for what it's worth, right? Like, I mean, you've got receivers. We get that. And they've got a good defense this year, too. I'm not going to knock that. They've got a legit defense this year, too. But I think it's going to be interesting because I think the weather could be pretty rough over there, I think. I'm curious to see how that alters that game. Because that'll be McCord's first, like, legit big matchup outside of Notre Dame. Like, I think Penn State's probably better than Notre Dame. So we'll see how they handle it. But I think it'll be a good game. So we'll leave it there. But as we move to our locks of the week, Keon, you went Michigan over Michigan State. Kobe went UNC over Virginia. And then Juan and myself, it's like our brains clicked or something. Washington over Arizona State. Listen, for what it's worth, I'm going to leave this right here. There's an argument to be made that Washington is the best fucking team in the country.
Washington.
Not saying they are.
Absolute garbage.
Damn.
I mean, did you watch a game where all Dan Lanning had to do was kick 2 field goals?
That's
Dude,
it.
that's all I gotta do.
Did you watch the game
That's
that he
it.
didn't do it and Washington came away with a dub though?
Listen, Washington also struggled against a very shitty Arizona team that Stanford almost beat.
Juan, you taking our credibility for our lock away, man. Shut up.
I'm just
they'll be Jaden Rashada to death, but
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, people. That's the other thing about Washington too that Juan will get. I mean, people are like, "Oh, they're as good as 2019 LSU." Like, whoa,
Pump the brakes.
whoa.
Pump the brakes.
Nope.
Not so fast. No, I think there's a good shot that all those teams win.
Every year can't have they're this year's 2019 LSU. It's like,
boy, they trying that though, ain't they? They trying to push that narrative by damn sure.
A little bit.
Hold on. No. KTG. No, sorry, Caleb. No. There's no such thing as KTG Jr. Juan is the GOAT, and therefore he would have to be a senior. Sorry.
No, I'm okay with being KTG
You're
Jr.
just trying to feel young, ain't you? That's what
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Okay,
we'll take it. Then his words, not mine.
Yeah.
Upsets of the week, guys. This is where the money's to be made here. Let's see what we got. Keon and Kobe riding Penn State over Ohio State, trying to get that double down. Well, Keon trying to fade the pick because he picked Ohio State, but Kobe's trying to double down and double dip. Juan, you've got Auburn upsetting Ole Miss. I think that's interesting. Why is that?
Even though I picked Ole Miss in the regular picks, I just see Auburn they for some weird reason play Ole Miss tough every year. And my tattoo also.
That it talks to him at night. Auburn is great.
You should ban
War Eagle.
Hugh Freeze is the answer.
Yes.
Come to Jordan and all
He's
your
a good Christian man. You should all forgive him.
Baptize yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
G.O.W.G. said I could be a junior to Moses and Methuselah.
Oh, God.
Man.
To go back to it, so we got DeJuan. I've got Pitt taking the upset over Wake Forest. Surprisingly, hear me out. So the game's in Winston-Salem, and they're like a 1.5 point underdog. Pitt is, and I understand to some degree why, but I just don't trust Wake Forest. I really don't. So I'm going to go Pitt over Wake Forest.
They're a 1 point underdog now too. It keeps dropping.
Well, you heard it here first. They were an underdog at the time of this recording. Okay.
You know I had to go double check.
Yeah, 100%. We always have to confirm. Always confirm. Guys, any games that we haven't talked about that you might be interested to see how things shake out? Any ones that stick out?
Yeah, I want to see how low Minnesota-Iowa's final can be.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm thinking like maybe in the 20s, like 7-30 final.
I think the first team to 9 wins that one.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
Hold on. South Carolina, Missouri. I want to see how bad Missouri beats up on South Carolina. And I want to hear how many excuses Shane Beamer gives out. Hold on. Jeff's not here to do the over-under. Okay.
Caleb said. Colorado versus the bye week.
Road loss.
That is a classic.
Now, speaking of beating, I can't wait to see Michigan play Michigan State. Fantasy team reasons.
Hold on, guys. Isn't Northwestern and Nebraska playing this week?
Why are we talking about games that don't matter? You said Northwestern and Nebraska?
My dad, fun fact that you said that, my dad's actually going to be at that game.
He's going to fall asleep.
What a random pull.
Is it like a prison sentence? You know, we sentenced you to go to what?
A little bit.
Five to life. Some of
my family moved out to Lincoln, and he's going to see some of my cousins that just had a kid. So I think they're tagging along for a quick game.
Dude, hold on. Who's God damn it? Who's Arizona playing? Arizona's playing somebody. One, we talked about Arizona Monday, how they beat the shit out of Washington State.
Oh, they beat the dog shit out of them.
It was. I don't. You're the Pac-12 guru now at this point. What are we missing with Arizona? Like Arizona's.
So their first string quarterback got hurt, and the backup guy he's pretty much the real deal. It's like his name
Salter?
is it's like Tafiti Hiti Tahitian Treat, something like that.
Hey, don't tempt me with a good time. I love some Tahitian treat.
Yeah.
That stuff's good.
Yeah.
I don't see them anywhere playing.
Well, I thought maybe it was.
They may be off.
Is Rashada still the quarterback right now at Arizona State?
No, I have no idea.
No.
Oh, I think Oregon State. Is it Oregon State playing
like
Washington State or something like that?
Or something like that is Arizona State's quarterback. Say it again. What am I looking up?
No, I thought Oregon State, who they're playing.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I feel like they're playing somebody. I forgot who it was. But one, is that a surprise to you that it was not DJ Uiagalelei being the problem at Clemson?
I mean, DJ, he's not very good. He's just not very good.
But the problem is he's looked night and day different than when he was at Clemson.
You must have your weeks mixed up. They must both be off this week because Oregon State's not playing either.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah.
Pac-12 games I'm seeing is Stanford, UCLA, Arizona, Washington, Arizona State, Washington, Utah, USC.
Trash. Both. Can we say both are trash for that matter?
That's pretty close to it. It looks like a good week. Oh, Washington State plays Oregon.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, Oregon's about to beat the dog shit out of them.
There really aren't that many football games this weekend either. There's a lot of bye weeks.
Yes, Caleb. DJ is trash.
It's that Dr. Pepper curse, boss. You do a Dr. Pepper commercial.
Yeah.
Well, I need to know what's unnecessary. Apparently, I got told that's unnecessary. What?
Saying that Utah is trash.
The fuck is true. Can't help it. I mean, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Tell you a lie?
Missouri's only a 7-point favorite at home.
Mizzou?
Against South Carolina. 7 points. That's it.
Take the over on that. Hit the points. South Carolina can't cover for shit.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. I'll tell you what's not trash. Apotheos coffee. I love my stuff. It's delicious.
I'm telling you.
Delicious stuff. Guys, Juan, you know what, man? It feels complete. Having Juan back for the night, man, it feels complete right now. It just does. Just does. This 10 o'clock stuff's getting to Juan's old ass. That's what it's doing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But DG, man, listen, DG After Dark, man, there's been some choice words that's been said. I'll leave it there. I ain't going to say the stuff again. I didn't know. We had, y'all, Kobe, you remember, who was it? Was it Jeff? That his son was watching one time, and I dropped the F-bomb, and he was like, he commented saying that, he's like, why did he say the F-bomb, basically? And I was like, what? Yeah, so we can agree to that. Yeah, 100%, Joe. But we're going to agree to disagree that Utah's straight trash. It never changes. Never changes. One, I mean, am I wrong? Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this.
Let's
Money,
go.
money on prop bets. So he's buying a Stanford hat with it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Let's go.
He gonna rock that on the stream, ain't you? He gonna rock it on the stream. I know he will. Guys, so let's do this. We've talked our picks. Any final thoughts before we wrap up tonight? Any final thoughts? First half of the season.
Nope.
Thumbs up.
I'll tell you what.
Going good.
I cannot wait to see what comes out of this. I'm looking forward to what's coming next.
Can't complain. If
guys getting healthier.
You complain about how we're playing, you can complain about anything.
Yep.
You know what though? To those people, to those Disney dogs or whatever you want to call yourselves, I guarantee you Georgia would win a 3-peat and you'd still find something to bitch and complain about.
100%. Oh, my God.
You know what, Juan? That's trash, ain't it? Now that's trash mentality.
Yeah.
That's trash.
Agreed.
But Juan, what was you said it before, but I'm gonna let you say it again. Again, if you didn't tune in earlier, right, Ashton Daniels went the fuck off against Colorado. 396, 4 tutties, no picks. But what does that mean for Colorado?
Colorado is trash. Your team is trash.
And you have to
deal
fucking deal with
that.
it. They got to fucking deal with that.
Yeah.
They just got to fucking deal with that. Go fight for clicks now.
Yeah.
Take your ball, go home, and fight for clicks on the internet behind your little computer. Type. Just gonna leave it there. Thank you, Juan. Thank you. Wallace said he's gonna keep complaining about Stetson. No bowl game for Colorado. Love these comments just coming in at the last minute. I love it. Oh, by the way, sorry guys. Shout out to Alumni Hall as well, sponsoring the show. Check them out, dgpodcast.com. Go to our website, drop down, go to support the show. If you're in store, by the way, if you're in Athens, go in store, mention the DGD podcast, and get 10% off your order. But if you can't, they have it online, but go to our website, dgpodcast.com, and go shop Alumni Hall. Listen, shirt, love this shit. Shirt's comfortable as hell. There you go. Look at that. Look at all this stuff. Juan, you know what? We're going to wrap this up this way. Juan, it was a pleasure having you on again, dude. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Now, my question is, do we have to bring it? Would we have to cut the show back to like 7 p.m. to fit it before you go to sleep or what?
Well, I usually eat at the early bird special at 4:30, and then, so it has to be like around 4:45.
I'm telling you, though, you could definitely have Juan pre-record like his picks or something once a week.
Yeah.
Now, Juan, hold on. We talked about the season, but I'm going to bring up something on the show. Did you see Kobe reenact Juan Daniels on the Your Team is Trash?
I did you good honor, Juan. You'd have been proud of.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I even brought up Buford just for you.
Oh, yeah. That's
Robert will have to send you the clip again.
I gotta find it. He brought up Buford. He's like, I forgot what it was. No. Yeah, that shit was real. KGG said, cut it to 7. I need a return. Man. I you know what? That's difficult. We'll have to figure something out. Guys, it's good to be 4 wide, man. 4 wide on the
100%.
show. Everybody back. Juan, you looking forward to kind of relaxing this week? Are you going to Stanford this week?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming you heading out Friday then.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Flyer miles looking.
Man.
Oh, thanks, Walla. Shout out to Juan. There you go. You're building that man's fucking ego, Walla. Thank you. But keep talking about Stetson. You get him to laugh again.
Hey, listen, Walla and I were in tandem tonight.
And Keon just made it worse.
Yeah, he did.
All right, gentlemen. It's a bye week. It's kind of an interesting feel for it. Remember, Georgia picks up a commitment today. Andre Evans flipped from LSU, so always fun to see that secondary getting the strap mob getting another member there. Love that. And listen, check out our Discord, guys. Go to our website. Go to the Discord, Patreon. Patreon.com/Bones Brigade. You getting some inside intel from some stuff. There's some info that you need to know, and you're going to find it there. I'm going to let you know about that. But we're going to wrap this thing up and get Juan to sleep so he can wake up and go to fucking Waffle House at 3 a.m, like when he wakes up. Waffle House is the way to go, right, Juan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See? There you go. That's how you do it. All right, guys, we're going to catch y'all next time. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe. If you're listening on podcasts, leave us a review. 5 stars preferred because Juan is a 5-star. Simple as that. And if you don't, he'll find you and he'll fucking hurt you like Taken.
Yes.
Right. With that being said, have a great night and go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.